This is Flo Peters from Magic Eye in Germany, and in this tutorial we are going to look at the new voiceover recording and editing feature in Media 100 Suite, the latest release of the Media 100 product line. To learn more about Media 100, please visit media100.com. The voiceover tool allows you to play back a timeline with video and audio while recording a stereo audio signal in sync to the playback directly onto the timeline. This is very useful when recording, for example, a narrator for a documentary or when synchronizing a movie into a different language. Now let's have a look at how this works. Here I have a timeline with some edits and I want to record a narrator over it. When right-clicking onto an empty track of your timeline, you have the new voiceover tool under the Insert New Clip area. It also can be reached either via the Windows menu or from the Edit Insert New Clip menu. In the upper area of the voiceover window, you can select the audio input you want to choose for recording. Connected to my system via Firewire, I have a Connect 8 audio interface from TC Electronics. Below the inputs, there is an input gain slider, which is active for inputs that do have an analog to digital conversion with a gain setup. If you select the line input of your Mac, you will get an input gain slider that controls the volume level of the conversion from analog to digital. On the other hand, when you select the digital input of your Mac, the gain slider is inactive, since the incoming signal is already digital and no conversion is done. In this case, changes to the volume should be done on the timeline to avoid noise or level problems. The latency field controls the delay of your recording. The analog to digital conversion of the sound device takes some time, and if you see that the sound recorded to your timeline is too late, you can compensate for this time shift already while recording. The start time code is initially based on your CTI position in the timeline, and the clip name is by default based on the start time code. You can set an end time code before starting the voiceover, or you can leave it on the manual setting to stop wherever you need. Let's do a recording and look how this actually works. I have set my focus track to A5 and I'm going to record a stereo track to A5-A6 at my CTI position. I have set a 3-second pre-roll and I also have turned on the timecode burn-in for my record viewer. After setting my audio levels, I am now recording a first take with the start button. You can see that the system jumps back 3 seconds for my pre-roll and starts playback. The timecode turns yellow, indicating that we are in the pre-roll area. As soon as we reach the recording start position, the timecode turns red and the system records the narrator. Stop the recording and the recorded track is placed on the timeline. A nice feature here is the fact that the voiceover tool actually recorded already during the pre-roll time. You easily can lengthen your audio clip to the left, recovering whatever your narrator said there. Let's say we want to do a second take on this part, so we simply hit start again and record a second pass. This time we want to record a little bit more text, so we simply let the voiceover run a little bit longer. Stop again and we have created a second take into our voiceover multi-clip. You can switch between these two takes directly here in the voiceover tool to decide which one you like best. Or you can switch between the takes on the timeline with the multi-clip workflow, allowing you also to cut the different takes within the clip. Let's record another clip, this time after our first one. Simply move the CTI to your new start position and make sure that the first clip is not selected anymore. You see that you can keep your voiceover window open and still navigate around in your timeline. Hit start again and recording will start at the new CTI position. Now, what happens if you decide later on that the two takes of your first recording still were not perfect? You don't have to find another empty track or delete the first clip. You can simply select the voiceover clip in the timeline, and as soon as you hit start, you record a new take into this clip. This helps keeping your timeline and your voiceover session very organized. As you can see, the workflow for doing voiceover recordings in Media 100 Suite is pretty straightforward, and it allows to record and switch between different takes by using Media 100's multi-clip technology. If you want to see how you can edit the different takes within your multi-clip audio recording, you should watch my tutorial on multi-clip editing in Media 100 Suite. That's the first overview of the new VoiceOver feature in the Media 100 Suite release. If you have questions and for additional information on the Media 100 products, visit media100.com. This is Flo Peters from Magic Eye in Germany. Thanks for watching.